Jürgen, after a few days like no other, was it good to get back? Did you enjoy that?
Absolutely. It was a good game, cup game. Norwich had their moments, scored wonderful goals, to be honest, for sure, especially the first one we can defend better, the set piece, but they did well, and the second goal of Norwich was exceptional, a really good finish. And our goals were wonderful because we played good from the beginning. It was not that we created an awful lot, but we were obviously in charge of the game, which is important, and then you have to get used to the situation and have to play the opponent a little bit tired, if you want. That's what we did, and what's wonderful that our goals were, like 4 of the 5 were set up by academy guys, or graduates. Curtis is as well from there, so it's really cool. So a lot of positives about the game, actually only positives.
Is this as good as Curtis Jones has been for you? And a goal and an assist today for him. He looks very confident in this team now.
Yeah. Curtis is in a great moment for us, super important. The way it's in different departments important. So he's a very good player, but he's a kind of a role model as well for all our academy guys, because coming up from the academy, all our boys are good footballers, all of them. They just can play football, otherwise they would not go through all the different age groups. And but then if Curtis Jones can learn defending, everybody can learn defending. So, and I mean it is offensive defending, this high press, this intensity, what he's setting the rhythm for us. So if he can do it, everybody can do it. And you see that. James played a super game today. He comes from position 8. We maybe put him on the 6, and he played a super game. You see it with all the kids. Bobby recently, when we brought him on, Bobby Clark, it's the same. So they are all really good footballers, but adult football is then all different parts, and they make these steps, and Curtis shows how it goes, and I'm really happy with that.
And with Andy Robertson and Trent Alexander-Arnold back today as well, getting game time, how well do you feel, how strongly fixed do you feel now for this run-in?
I don't have a feeling about that, to be honest. It's just it's good that they're back, that Dom is back. I really think Robbo was out for a long time, the other 2 boys not that long, so it was for all important to have minutes, but that might need a little bit, we will see that, but that they are back is super important. Alexis, we only rested today, felt a little bit, so he might be probably ready for Wednesday as well. So the next game is around the corner. It's only 2 to 3 times sleeping, and then you play Chelsea here, so which is obviously a different game. And then Arsenal away. So we need them all, and we need them in the best possible shape. And hopefully we are in a good shape, and then as a team, and then we can be an uncomfortable opponent. And, yeah, let's see.
Well, this makes you potentially more uncomfortable, doesn't it? That's what Virgil said. He says, let's make a strength of this now.
Yeah, of course. I cannot ask for that. We will not ask for that. I think the atmosphere today, the people obviously showed everything to me, and it's wonderful, and I love it, and it's absolutely great. Said it's not necessary because I know about it, but I will not say don't do it anymore. That's not. The people can do what they want, definitely, and I mean it. But we need obviously an atmosphere on a pitch, and for that we need a crowd. Just not think about the manager. I'm really sorry that I had to mention that and these kind of things, but that's how it is. But now we just have to forget it for a while and just go for each opponent like crazy, and that's what we want to do, and the next chance we have is on Wednesday.
Well done.
Thank you very much.
Jürgen Klopp hoping that we're not going to spend the rest of the season talking about the fact that he's leaving at the end of the season, but the good news is we've got someone here to take the focus off that for a minute. Andy Robertson, how great to see you back. What was it like?
Yeah, it was amazing. That's the kind of feeling I've been kind of waiting for, and the feeling that I've been, the tough days that I've had in the gym and away from all the lads, then that's what I've tried to keep in my mind. The reception that I got will stay with me for a long time. I can't thank the crowd enough for that, and that's what kind of got me through the tough days, because there's been a lot of them over the last 4 months, and I'm just delighted to be back on the pitch now. And
good win as well. Delighted to be in the next round and still in all 4?
Yeah, we're fighting on all fronts, and you want to keep going in every competition. We're obviously already in one final, sitting nicely in the Premier League, but we know a long way to go, and then the FA Cup's such an important competition. We know how it feels to win it, and you always want to be in the hat. So thankfully we're through safely.
Was it emotional for you guys? Sorry, probably.
Sorry.
Was it? Jürgen doesn't want to talk about it, but we would love to ask you, because obviously you're fresh off the news that Jürgen's leaving at the end of the season. How did you personally react, and the rest of the team?
Yeah, I think like the rest of the world, it was a bit of a shock. When nobody really knew where to look or what to do, but you have to respect his decision. He's thought long and hard about it. He's not a rash person. He's obviously thought a lot with it in terms of with his family and everything like that. And for what he's done for this club, we'll all be forever grateful. And I think, yeah, he doesn't want the fans singing his song and that, but I think he's going to lose that battle, unfortunately. I think the fans always want to say, a proper goodbye to him. But for us players, the one thing he asked of us is it has to be business as usual. We have to keep fighting, on all fronts. We have to try and keep winning games, and hopefully that results in giving him a send-off that he truly deserves.
Excellent. Andy, thank you so much. I told you it'd be a quick interview.
Thank you very much.
You rejoined the team. Thank you so much. Great to see Andy Robertson back. Sorry that you didn't get a question in there. I really apologise about that one. Listen, guys, a couple more things that we need to tell you about. You can join Topsy.
After an emotional few days for the club, how do you sum up today?
Yeah, it was a perfect game. There was loads of goals scored, and we came off with a team. We didn't have any injuries as well. So yeah, we're into the next round. So it's a good night overall.
When you hear the news from Jürgen, what's got to be your reaction as players?
Just carry on. Just carry on. We have our goals that we've set and stuff. So nothing has changed. Of course, it's sad for the whole of the club, but he's a man, and that's his choice. So we respect that, and we'll just go with the flow.
For you, a goal and an assist. Is this assist? I think so. Is this as good as you felt in a Liverpool shirt, and you're taken off, which maybe suggests you might be getting a game this week?
I hope so. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I mean, I've been around the first team now for a long time, and I'd definitely say that, this is the point that I'm at now, to where, I'm playing all the games. I'm consistent as well. So yeah, I'm happy the team's happy, so happy days all around.
In all 4 competitions now, Virgil van Dijk has said, let's make the strength of this for Jürgen, finishing style. Do you feel this could make you even stronger?
Definitely. I think so, yeah. Again, as I said at the beginning of the season, we had our goals, and then the news is out now as well. So yeah, we'll be giving it more, definitely.
Well done.
Thank you.
It's funny, isn't it, that we called Curtis Jones a youngster when technically, I mean, he's 23, doesn't feel like a youngster anymore, feels like one of the seniors, really. Righty, we were on air. Look, good performance all round in the end.
Yeah, it was. I think it was a professional performance, Liverpool. I think the expectancy level, we knew Liverpool were going to play this game, like taking because of the fraud that happened. They started the game really well. To give Norwich a chance to get back into the game, and then you expected a little bit more from Norwich. But Liverpool just controlled the game and dominant from the first to the last whistle.
They made changes, didn't they? And the players that were coming off the bench for Liverpool were just monsters, and you thought, oh, wow.
Yeah, it was. You sort of coming to finish the job off. Like I say, I thought Norwich themselves were, they couldn't really get themselves up the pitch. I thought it was very strange taking off Barnes. He was holding the ball up very well so they could support him. But in the end, it was very dominant, and then you saw the big guns come on.
Yeah.
And then, scored as well.
Those youngsters. Yeah, go on, Robert.
Sorry, I was just going to say that because obviously all the talk beforehand was that Wagner was big mates with Jürgen Klopp. And then he must have been thinking after that hour when he's bringing all the big hitters on, he thinks, well, can't be much of a friend to me.
Why have you done this to me? I was going to mention the youngsters, because although we got the big guns playing their parts, we had the youngsters that really played their part as well and really got involved in the assists, Robbie.
Yeah, I thought James McConnell was very, very good. A few little passes went astray early doors, but you see him for the goal. I think Wright he picked up on half-time. Plenty of time. Played it into a great area where probably Norwich struggled, actually, because they were quite narrow, and them types of balls run all game, but to deliver it to perfection, and Curtis Jones has finished it really well, but it was a great ball, and he was very, very good, to be honest, for his first start.
I thought he could have been close for man of the match as well. I know Lewis went for Bradley, but I think he could have been close for it as well, Connell.
Right, to have a little look at this, you just mentioned Bradley, we've highlighted him here.
But that was this one again, with like Robbie mentioned, with Núñez there. He hasn't had a lot of time to think about it. He just had to take the touch and finish, and it looks so accomplished where he does it, bang, bang. You know what I mean? It was that's the kind of situation you want to get him in, where he doesn't have to think too much. Not saying that in a bad way, mind you.
Of course. This is Jota's goal, this is 3-1, and this is Curtis Jones who was the assister for this one.
Yeah, again, Curtis, great ball. Obviously, the defenders stretching for it. And I think this is why the good thing with Jota in the middle, and there's a lot of talk about how good of a finisher he is. And I think this typifies him all the time. If Núñez plays in the middle there, the defender flicks it on or defender touches it. I think Núñez takes a touch, but I think this is perfect Diogo Jota. Diogo Jota, for the way he finishes it. It's first time finish, and it looks good, and it's in keeping the way his form and his his finishing is.
We're skipping ahead here to 5-2 Gravenberg because it's another assist for Bradley.
Yeah, but this one, you know, this one flashes across. Once Bradley flashes it across, then Gravenberg is just in there at this stage. You know, by this time, you know, look how deep Norwich are. You know, Luis Diaz comes on and he's causing problems because he wants to keep the ball. He wants to try and progress it himself. And once he gets the ball across to Bradley, who's obviously have a shot there, it's a good reaction from Gravenberg there.
Talk about the big loss of Mo Salah, but the forwards, Jota, Nunez, Diaz, have made it look seamless in replacing him.
Yeah, I don't think it sounds stupid because we know how brilliant Mo Salah is, but he hasn't really been missed because obviously you look at the league form, they've been very good. They've got to a final of you know, a major cup competition, obviously without obviously Mo as well, and I've obviously put in a performance today where a lot of people are scoring goals without him. So maybe the pressures of him not being there has maybe give a little bit of a catalyst for everyone else to go and score goals and take away the pressures from him.
It seems like a long time ago now when Darwin Nunez joined Liverpool and had a bit of a tough start to things. And we sat there and the crowd was singing his name. He's so at home here now.
Yeah, but the thing with him is, and what you find with Liverpool supporters is that they get behind the players. They don't boo players here. It's one of the only clubs you can come to where, you know, you play well and they clap you off. It's that kind of fandom. They recognise that he's somebody that works very hard. Yes, he's misses, but when you look at what he creates for the team, you know, he's always going to get a lot of support here and a lot of love here.
What about this quadruple? Because we mentioned it before the show, before the game started. They must have it in the back of their minds as players when you're aiming for something huge, and also you have extra momentum behind you now and extra, I suppose, what's the word I'm going for? Impetus. Yeah, thank you, boys. Thank you. It kind of makes it feel like a little bit more of a dream. Imagine that finish.
I think so from a Liverpool point of view. Look, I think from Jürgen, the staff and all the players, certainly won't mention it, he won't talk about it. We can talk about it. And I think when you think of Liverpool this year, and OK, they've lost a few games in the Europa League where they were dead rubber games, if you like. But they've lost one game in the Premier League, and they look good on every front. So, you know, it's there for them. I mean, it will be tough. We know how difficult it is, but there is potential to do that.
They have got, you know, they've got the experienced players. You know, the Trent and Virgil and the goalkeeper. You know, and even Mo Salah to come back, and then you've got a sprinkling of other players around now who are starting to get, like, the midfield's getting sorted now. You can't rule them out of things. And this is what's good about Jürgen and what he's saying about focusing on the next game and doing it for themselves, you know, not for... Yeah, Liverpool are in with a chance, you know, the quadruples, it's a lot. But, like, if they can get one of them, if they can get, like, the Premier League, you know, which a team that know how to finish off a race, you know, they're in with a shout for that. They're in with a shout for that.
The scoreline's obviously not kind to Norwich, but they definitely played their part in this game, didn't they, Robbie? Yeah,
they did, but I was expecting a little bit more, in all fairness, because I felt, you know, coming to Anfield, and, you know, I don't want to belittle Norwich, and I don't want to belittle the fans for coming here for a day out, because it's not. They still want to do well, they still want to perform, and they had a little bit of a chance, to be fair, to especially when it got to 1-1, to make it a bit more of a game. Obviously the goal came and the set piece that we were talking about, but we were probably expecting a little bit more, Wrighty.
We was a bit, you know, the thing I thought, Rob, you know, especially like we mentioned Barnes there, and, you know, link play, and maybe that would have been their ploy, get it into him, try to support him a bit, but I thought that they would have been a bit deeper and made it more difficult for Liverpool to break them down. I thought it was very easy in the end for Liverpool to get through them, you know, because even when they were deep, they didn't really do too much to stop them. Still trying to play out from the back, make mistakes, and Liverpool got the goal. But you know, I thought they were going to do a bit more than that, to be honest, Norwich. OK,
guys, you're going to stay here. We're going to get more reaction from both camps after the break. But first of all, if you fancy winning tickets to the FA Cup final, and quite frankly, who wouldn't, plus a major boost to your bank balance, have a little watch of this competition.